matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They spent the week in practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
19 left, 65 catch, 65 catch.
They'll try and throw for it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Van Worry. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Keandre Lambert-Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to York on now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And Xavier Worthy, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect. Well, you know, most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. Looking to put a drive together.
And the Bears first down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So no gain on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 68 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I went, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. I really don't want to do that with you.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it as we resume action. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, here's Williams. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pass caught by Burden. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nicky Van Rory. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's good.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
70 Timberwolves.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really took.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Nicky Van Rory. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Cougar 19. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Douglas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Got it. Ready?
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To the air once more, Williams. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw is Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh.